Hi friends, welcome to Math Hero. Today we are going to solve a fun question, which is if x squared plus y squared is 36, what is the maximum value of 3x plus 4y? Before solving the question, here is an important hint, which is 36 equals to 6 squared. So let's get started, and here we will use three ways to solve these questions. The first way is dot product. As a result, we can transform 3x plus 4y into the dot product of two vectors, which are 3/4 and s wide. And since x squared plus y squared is 36, we know that it is equivalent to a circle with radius of 6 and centered at the origin. As you can see, regardless of the direction of the yellow vector or the vector sy, the relationship was still valid. And as we may know, the maximum of dot product occurs when both vectors are parallel to each other and are at the same direction. In this case, the maximum value will be the product of the length of both vectors, which will be the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared times 6, which is 5 times 6, which is 30. So this concludes the first method. In the second way, we will still use vector, but here we will use the cross product of the vector. We can rewrite 3x plus 4y as the cross product of two vectors, which are 4 minus 3 and sy, which is also equivalent to the determinant of the matrix of 4 minus 3 sy as shown. If you know the geometric meaning of this determinant, it is the area of parallelogram enclosed by the vectors of 4 minus 3 and sy, provided that we ignore the negative sign in this case. As you can imagine, the maximum of this determinant, which is also the maximum areas of this parallelogram, occurs when both vectors are perpendicular to each other, or this parallelogram is actually a rectangle. This equals to the square root of 4 squared plus minus 3 squared times 6, which is still 5 times 6, which is still 30. And here concludes the second method. Finally, let's use a purely algebraic way to solve this problem. Let's create a symmetric but opposite expression, which is 4x minus 3y. Then we would calculate the sum of square of 3x plus 4y and 4x minus 3y, and you will see magic. As you can see, the process is very beautiful. Because 24sy would disappear in the middle of calculation, plus the final result will be 25 times the sum of x squared plus y squared, which is 25 times 36, which is 900. Since both of squares cannot be negative in the scope of real number, the 3x plus 4y square have maximum value of 900. Finally, let's take the square root, and we can determine that the maximum value of 3x plus 4y is still 30. So yeah, this wraps up the three solutions of these problems, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. If so, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Plus, if you know any other ways of solving this question, please feel free to let me know in the comment area, and see you next time.